Hi friends, Trump slaps 50% tariff on Indian goods over imports of Russian oil. Trump has raised US tariffs on Indian goods to 50%, combining a 25% base tariff with an additional 25% penalty tied directly to Indians' ongoing imports of Russian oil. The tariff takes effect in 21 days, starting around August 27, 2025, offering a window for renegotiation. Current trade talks between the US and the India remain unresolved. India's Ministry of External Affairs called the decision unfair, unjustified, and unreasonable, emphasizing that energy imports are driven by market forces and the country's need to secure affordable fuel for its 1.4 million citizens. Economic and trade impact on India. Export sectors. Roughly 55% of Indian exports to the US will be hit by the full of 50% tariff. Competitiveness and trade balance. Indian exports may face 30 to 35% price disadvantage relative to competitors in markets like Bangladesh, Vietnam and Japan. The overall bilateral trade volume worth about US $190 billion with exports of $86 to $87 billion in goods and services risk contraction. Macroeconomic growth. Models from Nomura and other analyticals suggest only a modest drag on Indians' GDP, assuming some exports are rerouted or insulated. However, sustained tariffs at this level could weaken investor sentiment and slow growth in export-driven sectors. Broader strategic and geopolitical stakes. US and India diplomatic tensions. Once warm personal ties between Trump and Modi have cooled sharply, with India now accusing the US and EU of double standards. Russia and India energy relations. India depends on Russia for around 38 to 40% of its oil imports, making the relationship essential for energy security. While Russia's oil revenues have dropped in recent months, India's demand for affordable supply remains high. Potential for trade leverage. Experts suggest that India could form part of broader grand bargain, slowing or trimming its Russian oil imports in exchange for reduced US tariffs or trade deal concessions.